In this video, we're going to be talking about what it's like being broke and then having a lot of money. Okay, so where do we start? We started with no money, going to school, trying to make some money. Ooh, I want some money. What's it like having money? And then you keep working. Like back when I was younger, I had like a little job. I worked a couple of hours. Dude, I'd make like $300 a month. Like that's how much I made in a month. And then I was like, oh, I want to start a clothing brand. I want to do this. I mean, everyone has wanted to start a clothing brand. Then I started doing different things. It's like, oh, what do I want to do? And then I started doing social media. I made this channel back in the day, and after all these years, look at the sub amount. Of course, it wasn't my face. That wasn't the intention of this. But now I feel like we got into a point where I have to like kind of try to influence people. But we'll get back to this. So yeah, I was doing social media a few years after making this channel and all that. I gained a good following. I had about 500,000 followers. I got over 100,000 views in just a week. There were just so many good things, and it was because I was very consistent. And at that point, I got fired from my job, and I didn't have anything else. And then I had social media. I had a few businesses I was running, and like that, I was making a good amount. So I went from broke to not having anything. I mean, not broke, but like I didn't have anything for myself. And I've never been the person to go and ask for stuff. You know what I mean? Like the last time I probably asked for something was like when I was 14. So after all these years, like I don't ask. I've never really liked going to my parents or like to a friend, be like, hey, can you give me some money? I need some money. That's just never been me. And myself, like I seen that I have to develop. I gotta be something. I didn't want to go to college because college is a waste of time if you don't need a degree. But if you need one, of course go. Like, why wouldn't you go? But yeah, all these years, did all that. Dude, no one believes in you. No one believes in you at all. They're gonna be like, oh, you want to do business? You don't want to go to college? Dude, I got that all the time. They're like, why don't you want to go to college? Why not? Like, just go. Like, just go to community college. It's not that bad. And it was like, dude, like, besides all the money stuff, I'm gonna be wasting my time. And time you can never buy back. And myself, I felt like I developed when I was like 14 or like 15, like late 14 or 15 years old. And I seen the world so much more differently. I felt like I had to like make something out of myself. So after all the like, oh, why aren't you going? What's wrong? You're gonna fail. I just kept building. I kept doing my own things. I stayed consistent, and eventually I built something. And I had people saying, okay, here, I can help you out. I made a lot of money, but then they never taught me anything. I just wasted time and wasted money on basically them, like them wanting to teach me. So there was quote unquote mentors, but they never taught me anything. It's like, what? And after $1,000 spent and a lot of time, like thousands of hours spent, I finally learned a skill and did it. It doesn't come overnight, it takes a long ass time to do something, to build something. People talk about let's make money hella quick. Sometimes there is, like, possibility is there. I'm not gonna lie. Like at the end of 2021, I started trading stocks, and dude, I made thousands of dollars in literally like a week. And I was a beginner. I didn't know anything. I didn't have anyone, but I did it. And then I joined some group that supposedly knew what they were doing. And dude, all they really did, dude, they were making like at least $350 or $500,000 a month. I can't really remember, but that's how much they were making at the time. And now they're making maybe over $1 million a month just off the group, because they charge a lot to be in that group, dude. And that's the crazy thing. Because then they talk about, oh, look how much money I made. Oh, I made like 10 grand. Oh, I made 50 grand. But look, you got to realize that they were using your money. And of course, this could be the same thing for me. If I'm in a group chat like that, and then I've gained $10,000 because of all the people that joined, and I can use that $10,000 to make me more money, of course I'm going to be like, okay, look, this is what I could do. And look, this could be shot back at me in the future if I'm like, oh, look, it's this simple. Dude, like, okay, you gotta realize that, yes, I was using your money, but then I worked towards it. For them, dude, they literally had, it was a whole operation of what they were doing. Like, okay, you could say that they worked for it, but dude, it was a whole operation, and they were using literally, okay, it wasn't thousands, but it was a lot of people's money, and they were using it, and they were like, oh, look at all these results I got hella fast. No, dude, that wasn't it. Okay, but besides that, I kind of just went off track about everything. But yeah, let's go back. So I was doing businesses, I was doing stuff like that, and then I got to a point where it's like, dude, I have no friends. You know, back in 2020, everything that happened, dude, I had no friends after that. No one ever talked to me. And then they were saying that I switched up. Like, how did I switch up if y'all never talked to me? Y'all never said anything. Y'all never want to hang out. And I'm the problem somehow. So it's like, what? I mean, I didn't really care. I was working on my stuff. I was doing social media. I was doing business. I was just doing my own things. And then I got to a point where, like, dude, I didn't have a place to stay. And that got really bad. But the good thing is that I had those businesses that was doing social media. So like that, you know, I was able to make some money. And then I had my housing situation, okay. And throughout this whole time, I had depression because of all the stuff I've gone through. And then it was like, damn, no one understands me. Like, why am I so alone? It's just, loneliness is something that I feared, but now it's like I kind of choose to be alone because maybe it's because I've always just been alone. But I don't know, maybe that's a whole topic for a new video. Yeah, so that's what it was, and it's like, dude, like now we gotta do something. And it's gotten to a point where, like, okay, nice cars, and then a lot of money, jewelry, just basically everything. Dude, I feel like I've lived a whole life. Even though, like, I never went out there and traveled, because I don't necessarily feel like I need to travel. And what's the point of traveling if you're gonna be by yourself? I feel like that's pretty boring. You should bring people, but no one was ever down. Everyone was scared to spend even $100, like, to invest in themselves. Dude, $100 is nothing. Even when I had no money, making like $300 a month, I invested like everything I had. No, it wasn't like the $300. Of course, I had maybe a little money saved up, and it was more than $300. But dude, I spent everything I had because I wanted a way out. So now what's it like from being broke? When being broke, there's a lot of things to buy, but when I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I was rich, but I had a good amount of money. And once you have a good amount of money, you realize that there's really nothing to buy. Really nothing to buy. So being broke, you're gonna have a lot of people that are quote unquote friends with you, and yeah, they're gonna be there for you, but dude, in reality, everyone down there, they just want you to stay there. It's like that, what's it called? I don't even know if it's like an analogy, but there's like this one saying that's like, there's like this one story where, like, okay, a crab tries to escape, and then all the other crabs just drag him down. And it's because, dude, everyone wants you to be with them. You can't be different. You can't be out the box. Like, literally, sometimes you're like in boxes, right? Or cages, stuff like that. And it's like, dude, everyone wants you to be trapped in there. You gotta be like everyone else. And it's like, no, you shouldn't be like everyone else, because that's how you become normal. Be average. But yeah, you gotta find a way out. You gotta do your own thing. And once you have money, you realize there's a lot of people that have money, but at the same time, like, they're not where you're at. Most of the time, they're not where you're at. Especially where I'm from, dude. No one over here has money. I mean, actually, that's not true. I want to go play soccer. Well, I mean, I didn't play soccer, but there was this multi-millionaire that was here in the city. I thought he moved to LA, but no, he's back here. So it was cool to see him. Shout out to you if for some odd reason you're watching this. But yeah, so again, if you have no money, everyone wants you to be down here. If you have money, you're really gonna be hated. No one's gonna like you. Everyone's gonna think that, oh, you switched up, oh, you're stingy, oh my god, look at you, you're so privileged, of course you had help. Like, dude, I've never had help. No one ever helped me. No one ever cared. Even with the social media thing, everyone was like, ew, you do social media? Oh my, why are you doing social media? And then all of a sudden, everyone's on your dick. Can you shout me out? Oh, can you do this for me? Oh my god. And it was like, dude, weren't you just hating on me? And I don't know. That makes no sense. All in all, hopefully that kind of helps you understand. Like, it wasn't necessarily, oh, what's it like? But it was kind of like some examples and what I gone through, my story. Because I'm not gonna front to you guys. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is what it's like, but I've never experienced it. At least for this video, like, watch me just lie in other videos. But yeah, that was it. If you guys wanted to know, make sure to like and subscribe. We're gonna be talking about different topics. If you guys have another topic, drop it down and I'll try to explain my story, or just try to give you the best advice that I can, because I feel like these videos are very entertaining. These videos of self-help, like, you don't have to watch me for these self-development videos. For these, I'm just trying to be as raw as you can and just literally just talk to the camera like if you were my friend. Like, literally, you could just play my videos, maybe I'll make a playlist, just literally listen to me talk. Like, it's gonna be a podcast, kind of. And like, it's just me talking to you talking to a friend. That's all it really is. And that's all I really want. Like, I want to build a community. So maybe one day, if things get horrible, we can get a farm. We could just do something all together. Just live off the land. Sounds crazy, but dude, sometimes it's just things happen. You just don't know. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, join me in this journey and let's build something together. Let's build a community. This is TorridBlu, and I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys. Bye.